heavy load here in the playoffs. It rips off a nice run there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
30. No. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And some space here. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
26.
Now Rodgers. He dumps this one off here to Hall. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
50. Hey, you block over here.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
No.
Here's Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And he will have a first down here before he gets banged down to the turf pretty hard. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Trenton Simpson firing in and sticking him for a loss.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding them to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go play action with Jackson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Son Reddick just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 33.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers.
That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and then some.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 62 yards.
And the Jets are able to widen their advantage.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Thank goodness.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Able to hang on to the ball this time, and in the process picks up the 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. After one, it's 9-0.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry, down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Off the option, here's Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mitchell now off the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. From 19 yards away. And the Ravens are back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Now he's free to midfield. How about this? And down to the 16-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Speed comes off the edge there, Charles, from the end, and he blindsides him.
And the guy who's supposed to protect the quarterback, maybe the highest paid guy on the offensive line, the left tackle, hard to deal with there. Defensive end had too much speed and got to him.
And this will be taken at the 13.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back north. Look again.
To throw is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Rodgers now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
They go play action here on 1st down.
That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Shreds the tackle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's Jackson to throw.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Here's Jackson.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Flowers. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there.
And the Jets will take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He finds Wilson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Grant.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. I call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're...
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers going to throw.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
This time, the extra point up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They're looking deep here for Flowers.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And a nice return sets him up pretty good. The 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little...
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now Rodgers. Allen here on the screen. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Braylon Allen, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jets continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. An option give now to Mitchell. A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall,
22 yards.
And the Jets add 6 to their lead.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Buying time to his left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Jackson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big. And he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this 2nd half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Let's go now.
The pitch to Henry. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd down and 4. They'll go again with Hall. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
50. Hey, you block over here. No. 26.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Jumbo!
Here's Rodgers to throw.
That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Mike Williams.
45 yards.
And the Jets get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Jermaine Johnson.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Jackson now. Dancing to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. To throw is Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And Jackson throwing once more. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Hassan Reddick getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here's a 2nd and 8. On the draw, it's Hall. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hall on to give up the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 118 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Hall again. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They run over center with Mitchell.
Runs through the contact. Had a decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flush to it. And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ballgame. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. They said